Hey friends, are you fed up with that nagging pain that just won't quit? Are pelvic floor issues bothering you? It's more common than you think, but there are simple exercises that can help you feel stronger and finally ease the pain. Before we dive in, I've covered similar pelvic strengthening techniques on my channel before, and you can check out my previous video on this topic here to gain additional insights. So be sure to watch until the end, because missing this could keep you trapped in discomfort. The pelvic floor muscles support your bladder, bowel, and sexual health. And trust me, they're important for more than just doing squats. The study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that doing these regular Kegel exercises can significantly improve urinary control and muscle stability. And the best part is that you can do them anytime, anywhere. So let's jump in and learn how to give your pelvic floor the attention it deserves. We're going to start with a practice to engage what we often refer to in yoga as mula bandha. But what is mula bandha practically speaking? It is the perineum, or what we sometimes call the pelvic floor, the perineal floor. The perineum is a muscle, and you can look on your anatomy app. It's a muscle that's located between what my teacher David Swenson says, the anus and the vegetables. Oftentimes it's also called the taint. And so that muscle is really important, and what we want to do is start accessing that muscle so that we can improve our blood flow to the pelvic floor. So that's where we're going to start with, a practice to just get that blood flow moving. Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time here doing this practice, so you guys can do it on your own. It's very simple. So the very first thing that I want you to do is just with your feet flat on the floor, maybe a little bit wider than hip distance, and bring your hands to your lower belly. And what we're going to do is start to take a few deep breaths in and exhale out. So as you're breathing in and out and you're taking some deep breaths, as you're breathing out on the next exhale, I want you to see if you can actually squeeze your glutes and then squeeze your anus. Yep, you heard me correctly. Squeeze your anus. And then slowly release as you inhale and exhale. And squeeze your glutes, and then your anus, and then even your sphincter muscle. Just squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. By the way, this is a really great practice for constipation. And then exhale, inhale, release. And then exhale and squeeze it, your glutes, your anus, and then your inner sphincter, your rectum. And then see if you can just feel the pelvic floor, the perineum, just kind of also squeezing. Sometimes you have to clench your teeth a little in the first round or two, but don't clench them too much. I'm not paying for your dental bills. And then really slowly as you inhale. And we'll do it one more time. Now, as I said earlier, this is a practice. It's really great to do for about 5 minutes. So the longer you do this practice, exhale, squeeze your glutes, your anus, your rectum. See if you can find the perineum and feel it pulling upwards towards the navel. This is a practice that you can do for 5-10 minutes. It's wonderful. Now inhale, release, and then just take a few breaths. If you found the muscles, hit the like button. The first step is crucial, and I want you to know if you're still with me. The next thing that we're going to do is this wonderful pose to get access to the perineum. And so bring your attention to your perineum, and if you want to, take your right middle finger, it's the longest, and see if you can just find that point and press into it and kind of pulsate it. Feel yourself up. This is a non-sexual thing, by the way. It's just because I want you to see if you can get a kinetic sense to where your perineum is. Good. Once you kind of feel that, then come back and bring your feet together. Keep that sensation of your finger there in your mind, and then slowly start to let your knees come out to the sides. Very nice. Very slowly too. Take about 10 seconds, maybe a little longer, maybe 15. And then take your time and slowly come up. Now, as you come up, biomechanically, guys, what's going on is your adductors are contracting, are shortening towards the pelvic bone, right where the perineum is. So see if you can start to connect to that feeling and feel the perineum lifting up. Remember your finger there, pulsating, pulsating, pulsating. We'll do this 2 more times. Slowly let the knees come out to the sides. As your knees are coming out, the adductors are actually lengthening right now. So still imagine your finger there, caressing or pulsating or touching or creating a little bit of pressure at the perineum. Some of you are probably wondering, by the way, if that finger trick is part of the yoga tradition, and the answer is yes, it is. In a roundabout kind of way. And then slowly come back up. Now pulse the perineum, pulse, 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 pulse. This is a fantastic practice to get over erectile dysfunction, friends. And I want to hear from you in the comments if you're daring enough. Tell me if it's working for you. Okay? Remember that the breath is also equally important. Now, one of the comments, you're bringing your knees slowly out to the sides as I'm talking. One of the comments I made earlier is that one of the problems with erectile dysfunction is that we're outside our body. We're constantly having our attention outwards. And I would actually say with men, a big problem is porn. That we're constantly watching porn, not me, you, but when I say you, I mean men. But when I say men, I don't mean me, because I don't watch porn. But we're constantly watching and obsessed with porn. Where is porn? It's outside of us. Where is our dick? It's inside of us. Get inside your body. Be inside your body. Be with your breath. Be with your perineum. Slowly come back up. And that's one of the ways that we start to get over that issue. Become more present. Comment, got it, if you're feeling the connection. It's all about consistency. Okay, and then from here, bring your feet a little wide again. Bring your arms out to the sides and then squeeze your glutes and lift up. This is wonderful practice. Now, lift up as high as you can and squeeze the glutes. Press down into the heels of the feet. And then slowly come down. We'll do this a couple more times. And lift up. Now, as you're lifting up, see if you can squeeze the glutes, squeeze your anus, squeeze your rectum, but also squeeze the perineum. Remember your finger there. Imagine what that feels like. Remember what that feels like. And then come on down. And then come on up again. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes a little bit more. Lift up. Pulsate the perineum. And then come on down. And then squeeze the glutes and come on up. And then come on down. Very good, my friends. Want to explore further? I've got a whole playlist of muscle activation practices and exercises dedicated to enhance your muscle activation. Remember, it's the activation of the muscles that give you longevity to life, not stretching. All right, friends, so bring the knees into the chest. Now, there's 2 ways that you can do this practice. Before we do, I'm just going to invite you again to feel where your perineum is. Pulse it with your finger if you'd like, and then resume the practice. So there's two ways that you can do this practice. One is with straight legs, and one is with bent knees. You can bend them this much, or this much. You decide, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale, open up the legs, and I would almost say as wide as you can, but within reason. And then exhale slowly, close the legs. And as you close the legs, feel the perineum moving upwards. Inhale, release the perineum, release the pelvic floor. And we're going to add on here now on the next exhale. Exhale, bring the legs back. Now squeeze the perineum and squeeze your glutes. Even make a face like that. Squeeze your glutes. And then inhale, come back. And exhale. As you exhale, squeeze the perineum, squeeze your glutes, squeeze everything. Inhale, come back. And exhale and come back up. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bring your knees in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring your feet down. Squeeze. And now release. Oh, delicious. All right. So now we're going to come onto our stomach. We're going to end with a wonderful pose called Shalabhasana. And this is a pose to create stability in the back, engage the glutes, but bring your legs up. You don't have to have the legs wide apart. But as you're up, squeeze the legs together now and squeeze your perineum, and then come on down and let the legs come apart. And just rest your forehead down for a breath. And we're going to do that a couple more times. Lift up, and now squeeze the legs together and squeeze your perineum. Squeeze, 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 and then down. Probably going to feel this in your back a lot too, by the way. It's a great practice to work those back muscles. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Let's do it one more time. Lift up and squeeze together. Squeeze your perineum. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your anus, your rectum. Squeeze the legs. And then down. These pelvic floor exercises can make a huge difference in your pelvic muscles and can alleviate the stiffness in your body in no time.